Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the PWL Podcast 915 and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of Pro Wrestling Legacy or its affiliates.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the PWL Podcast 915 for our third podcast of this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Third time's a charm, right, Bobby Caddick?
No comment.
How dare you, ma'am? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is our third time recording this because first time we did it with Odyssey, I didn't press, which I mean, it would have messed up anyway. I didn't press the volume thing that, in this new program we got. Guess, friend of the show, the one and only Odyssey. Say what's up, Odyssey. Second time we did it with the professor. Looked great. I'm editing. Everything's great. 37 minutes in, silence.
And just the excitement of that night was
Apparently, what wound up happening, as I told the professor, was that our laptop that we were using, the CPU was at 100% usage, and it was cutting everything off. So finally, I tried it on my desktop at home. I did a test. I was very bored that day, and I told the professor, finally, it came out. I was very happy. So I went ahead and we purchased a desktop for our podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, our budget right now, we are in debt, ladies and gentlemen. But I don't care. If anything for the podcast, right, Professor?
Absolutely, man. And thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Professor. And thank you, Bobby Chiari. So anyways, finally we're here. Some quick shout outs real quick. I want to give some shout outs to some of our peoples. I want to give a shout out to Thrash, our boy Thrash. We miss you, buddy. We hope to see you. Shouts out to 915 Collectibles, to Brandon and his team. They sold out vendors at spots, I believe, on May 30th, which is really cool. Can't wait to see that. Also, shouts out to Joe's Wash and Detail, which is Artie's friend. Make sure you wash your car after all these windy days. Shouts out to Soco Loco Cycles with Cesar and Jason out there. Also, shouts out to Josh at DK. I love that guy. That guy's super cool. And to Dave at Applebee's and Kat at Logan's.
Oh, yeah, Kat.
Yes. And thank you for the warm salad, Kat.
Don't start.
I'll tell you about that on Arthur. Make sure you don't go to Logan's. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And also shouts out to Dope Hands Massage. Make sure you get your mobile massage, ladies and gentlemen. Also shouts out to Sarah, his wife, making all those delicious treats for you. And, make sure you hit them up on their socials. Make sure and post those at the end of the show. So, Bobby Caddick, let's start it off with the Heat Wave from 3 weeks ago, I think, or 4, almost a month ago.
Our announced team is G Fury,
Yes.
Nate Rivers,
Yes.
and Julian.
All right, Hollywood Julian. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start it off. That was our announced team. Who was the referee for the first match?
The first match was referee Chris, aka Kenny Powers.
Yes, sir. Good old KP. Which shouts out to you, Kenny. I love that guy. I've been posting some really cool Kenny Powers stuff on the gram, and he's loving it. You know what I'm saying? What was the first match of the night there, Bobby
First
Caddick?
match was JDP versus Randall the Scandal.
Oh yeah, that was a very impressive match. I believe was that one of your first times, or maybe your second or third time seeing JDP there, Arthur?
Yeah, it would have been my second time seeing the kid,
Awesome.
man. Really impressive.
Let's start off with you. What did if you remember that match from weeks ago? What do you recall from that match, if anything?
I do recall. You got to give JDP his props. I mean, the dude's athletic. He seems like a natural to me.
Yeah.
But Randall, was like kind of more the veteran, if you will, in this match.
Yeah, very surprising.
And we love Randall. He's great.
He's a podcast favorite, ladies and gentlemen. Comes out with his thrusting as always. I love that.
Yeah, you gotta love the kid, man. So it was a good match. I liked it.
It was great. I also love when he comes out. What's his name? Randall the Scandal comes out, and of course comes out thrusting like always. Takes the mic away from Sal and starts making some derogatory comments towards JDP about his fingernails and make sure why don't you go to the back. And the last woman I fought wound up making me a sandwich and giving me a beer or something.
Hey, listen here, STD, LGTB, whatever the hell your name is, it's not gonna matter by the time I'm through with you. Cause it's obvious, you don't got no 52-inch python. You don't got no double D pecs. And I know you like to paint your nails like a woman. The last woman that went face to face with Randall the Scandal, well, she's in the kitchen getting my dinner ready right now.
Very offensive. He gets also a disclaimer as the podcast does. I don't blame C's. Doesn't want to get sued by anybody, especially in this culture, right, Bobby Chaotic?
Correct.
What did you think about the match?
Loved it. I love JDP. I love Randall.
Yes, you're very torn by that.
I was very torn.
Very, very torn. The winner of that one was very shocking, ladies and gentlemen. It was Randall the Scandal with his first victory. What did you think of that, Bobby Chaotic?
I love to see him win because it was like a kid at Christmas, but I do wish that it was not against JDP.
I agree.
I wanted JDP to win as well.
Arthur, what did you think about that first win against JDP? What do you think it was justified, or do you think JDP should have gone out on top?
No, man. I think Randall, 1, 2, 3, middle of the ring, undeniable. You got to give the kid his props. He's been putting in the work these past couple weeks, months. Proud of him.
I agree. Also, I was I guess I was kind of shocked, but I wasn't shocked because I know that Randall's been paying his dues.
Yeah.
He's been taking some L's, here and there, and some pretty bad ones too. Because sometimes he's doing like 5-second matches, But this time around with JDP, I noticed that since I believe I'm gonna say the Veep show outside the Slam Jam, you could tell that Randall was kind of already. His level was stepping up as far as his athleticism and lasting in the ring. And this time around, lo and behold, he comes out on top, and the way he celebrated was hilarious. He first of all, he tells Ref Chris to get out of the ring, gets out of the ring, and then gets JDP's arm, which I think JDP was hurt, his shoulder was getting hurt during the match or something. So Randall concentrated on that, grabs his arm, thrust it a little bit, which was very disturbing. And snaps it back, and he goes out, jumps on Kenny Powers' arms, and then he gets on Kenny Powers' shoulders, which was very hilarious. You would have thought the kid won the Super Bowl, which was hilarious, but yeah,
he was so excited.
That was cool. I mean, like I said, it was bound to happen. I'm glad he won. Hopefully we get many more Randall the Scandal victories.
Yes.
All right.
So moving on to our second match, we have Ref Valentin.
All right, little Valentin
with a PWL debut with Son of Scorpion.
Oh yeah, Son of Scorpion. Okay.
Versus Acertijo.
Oh, Acertijo, a new favorite of the podcast.
No.
Which we will
Speak
mention.
for yourself.
We'll mention
He's
something
not a
real
favorite.
quick.
Speak for yourself.
Let's go with Arthur. What did you think of Son of Scorpion, man? I like that guy. What do you think, Arthur?
Yeah, man, coming from not knowing anything about him, I think he presented himself well. Ended up being a crowd favorite. So
Yes.
Looking forward to seeing what this guy has, man.
I agree. You know what I'm just thinking about right now? I'm so sorry here, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even do the intro. I just want to get through this episode 24.
All right.
We don't
They
want
know
to
who we are.
I am BC, ladies and gentlemen.
They know who we are.
This is Bobby Chaotic, and on the screen, not to your, I believe, left. I don't know, because the camera plays tricks on me. You could be your left or right. I don't know. You decide. The professor, the one and only OSHA certified, which Odyssey last night asked the professor, telling him there was OSHA at Lucha
There was
City.
a lot of OSHA
There's a lot of OSHA issues
going on.
And our
Definitely.
historian, and he is just the man of the PWL podcast. Dwayne Arthur White, say what's up, Art.
What's up, everybody?
Sorry, everybody. It's just, man, you do not know the hell we've been through just to get this damn episode out.
Right.
Hopefully, next week's episode will be seamless. If this one comes out great, from here on out, everything should be good to go. I'm hoping.
Unless he gets another great idea that he needs
Oh,
a bigger
God.
camera or a
No.
bigger screen
Oh,
or
no.
a bigger this.
No, that's it. In the meantime, I don't think until Christmas of next year, maybe we'll invest in something else. But this camera's working out great so far.
So is the other one.
No, it was not, because we could see Arthur here perfectly, and the crowd sees us, and we have a background now. We don't have to be covering up the TV, and the TV doesn't look blue. So yeah, there you go. Anything else,
looks
Bobby
good.
Chaotic? Any other comments? Any other negative comments you want to tell me?
I have a lot.
How dare you? So, Son of Scorpion, what you think, Bobby Chaotic?
It was good to see a new face. This is the one that does all those flips like Axel, right?
Yes, he was doing
Yeah.
a lot of cool stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was doing a lot. He's very impressive. I can hear Lulu in the background. It's damn cat.
Can you hear her, Artie?
I cannot.
Thank God. I mean, she's not coming on the
Yeah.
feed. Oh,
No.
God almighty. Seriously?
Okay. Well, there you go.
You can't see her, which is good. She's not.
Hi, baby.
I love the webcam. Oh, Jesus. There she.
Yep.
That's our PWL Podcast 915 mascot right here.
Yes.
I thought Son of Scorpion was very impressive. He was cool. What else did you think? I mean,
That it was a good match.
Yeah.
And then somebody
Yeah.
just made it even more impressive when the lights went out.
oh yes, good catch.
The lights went out and you just from the entrance way of when the wrestlers come out,
Yes.
you just see D-Rex.
Yeah, that was really cool. I kind of dug that. The little wave thing. Looked a little creepy. I dug it. With the new lighting, the new everything they got going on at the Borderplex. This whole remodeling looking good. It's looking really good.
But that was a little creepy of D-Rex coming out to kind of get Asatijo's attention, and
Yes.
it worked because
Yeah.
Son of Scorpion took over.
Yeah. He took over and he saw an opportunity and he wound up getting the win on that one. Certijo, what?
He's a junior Axel Lee for sure.
Yeah, he's impressive. I would like to see him versus, I believe the last gentleman that came was named King Dragon. Remember that little skinny guy? I think we're gonna mention him
maybe
later on.
that's who I'm thinking we're talking about.
No, it's the same. Scorpion was doing some really cool flips too. Son of Scorpion, he was cool. I liked him. He was cool. Yes, Lulu, we understand.
She's back.
Jesus, very unprofessional podcast, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, it was a good one. Arthur, any other comments that you might have remembered?
No, I like Asatijo, man. I know this is not a fan favorite of the podcast.
I like him. I think he's cool. He's hilarious.
He's not a fan favorite of me. Just say that.
As always.
Of me.
Bobby Chaotic.
Speaking of him, he threw basura at me last night, and I don't appreciate that.
That was
very
hilarious.
much.
Yeah, he was all over you guys last
And
night.
then he hit Elia
Literally.
too, our street
Not
reporter.
only did he hit her, the drink went flying all over. There's OSHA certified issues everywhere.
It was very disturbing. It was a very violent life for us at Tijo. I'm telling you, the podcast has a target on us, Professor. I'm telling you.
Oh, definitely.
But
Yeah.
Son of Scorpion comes out on top. Who was the third match, Bobby Chaotic?
Third match of the night, we go to head referee Sophia.
All right, the head referee, yes, ma'am. Odyssey was asking all the referees to dance last night, and nobody paid attention. Nobody wanted to.
And we have Swag Air versus the Money
Oh, this was interesting. This was very interesting because it's going to lead up to next week's Heat Wave,
Yeah.
which is going to be great. I can't wait. And I know Aaron, our cameraman, is very torn by this. But before I jump to that, I want to jump into the match. Professor, what did you think?
Like you said, man, Legacy giving us this good storytelling. It's leading up until next week, May 1st, to see the clash between the tag team champions.
Yes.
But first and foremost, Gmo out there being the standard. I love the kid.
Yes.
Love the gimmick.
I'm gonna call PETA on him.
He had a very snazzy jacket when he went out. He looked
Right.
hot.
I think he got it downtown. It's not real. It's good. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, Stefan and
He
him.
got it out of the Stan's closet.
We're Dastan taking shots. How dare you?
For no reason. For no reason.
Yeah, I love the team of Swag Air, man. I really like
Yeah.
Stefan. Stefan, ever since he came out last year, was like he's one of my favorites. To tell you the truth, I like that guy, man. He's up there with the bastards,
Oh yeah.
Very. Please, ma'am, get that cat off of here.
You better stop it right now. I'm not playing with you.
Jesus. Oh my God. So yeah, I love Swag Air. Money line. Damn, those guys are just on top of their game. But this time around, I mean, I guess if you want to even call it that, it was, I guess, like kind of like an off night for them because I mean they wound up taking the L in this one, which I was very, very, very Jesus, I was very surprised by that.
Just sit down.
I was very surprised by the L that they took, and I know there was a couple of times that Henry tried to hit either Gmo or Stefan. He wound up hitting Ricky, and this happened more than once. So Ricky got a little upset, and at the end, you saw Ricky on the floor, and Henry was like, "What's going on?" And Rick was very upset, and they just went to the back, just arguing. So that's very interesting, which leads up to what I was about to say for the Heat Wave for next week, where they came out on Instagram and they posted and they said it's going to be Ricky Chase versus Henry Ivan Murphy. What are your thoughts on that, Professor?
For what though?
The title, the PWL title.
The tournament, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think, Professor?
Yeah, so these last couple of weeks after they had their little misunderstanding,
Yeah.
in my opinion, they've been solid as a team ever since.
Yeah. Oh, that is true. That's very interesting you say that. I agree with that. That's true.
Yeah, man. So I mean, even last night, we saw them in a little hardcore match.
Oh,
And,
yes.
it didn't come out in their favor, but they were still solid. They were taking care of each other. They were doing what they had to do, man. So I hope they go in there being solid as a team, knowing it's just competition.
Yeah.
But hey, you want a good storyline, right? So
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
exactly. What's gonna happen? Are they gonna, wind up breaking up? What's going on? I thought, I know I know there's still tag chance for Delgado, but I
Right.
know that I don't know, man. They're gonna fight.
The tag team for Delgado is gonna be Vaquero Star and Angel.
Air Angel, yeah, Angel Aéreo, which is gonna be interesting. So right there, I think if they lose those titles, I think that's pretty much the only thing that's kind of to me anyway. This is my opinion. I think that's one of the only things that's really kind of keeping them like as a glue together is those tag titles. Because I'm thinking once they lose those belts, I think it's I think it's time for them to do a singles run each. I think it's time. But time will tell. Bobby Chaotic, next match, please.
Fourth match of the evening, we have referee Valentin.
Yeah, all right.
Versus, not versus, sorry.
All right, Valentin.
I'm already putting you in the ring, Valentin. We have Axel Lee versus King Drago.
Oh, this is the one you were saying about that kid. Go ahead, Professor. Start this one off. I like your comparison, your analysis of King Dragon on this one.
Oh yeah, man. Anytime I see a luchador like King Dragon, it takes me to young Rey Mysterio vibes.
There you go.
So I mean, sometimes people see him, he's all small, how could he be a wrestler?
Yeah.
But man, those guys are some of the best professional wrestlers in the world, man. And he's up there, man. This is the first time I've seen him, and I already put him up there as the top.
It was great. One of the spots he did was he ran from one end to the ring to the other one, and he went through the rope, and I think he did a flip at the same time. So I was like, wow, that was very impressive. That's very hard to do, I believe. I believe, but I know. I can never pull. I can't even jump out of the ring. Period. You know what I mean? Fat ass would fall. But
I
yeah,
think
but
we'd be all right.
thanks, thank you.
Yeah.
Bobby Chaotic, what were your thoughts on that?
Loved it. I love Axel Lee. He always puts on a great show, and King Dragon did the same.
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe this was one of Axel Lee's final matches before he got
Yeah.
hurt. I don't we don't know the severity of it, but it was pretty severe to the point where Axel had to give up his Delgado heavy what is it, world championship, which was pretty upsetting. And just off the topic, he came out yesterday at Lucha City, and him and Vaquero, and it was touching, and I even saw like Bobby Chaotic get a little misty eyed, because I mean it sucks because at one point, Axel was by himself because Vaquero got hurt. And then they were together, and you're like, yes, Hate Brothers are back together as a tag, and it's awesome. And dang, man, the Axel goes down, So it's like, I don't know. Hopefully, the stars will align by the end of this year, where both of them are back nice and healthy. What did you think, Professor, about that announcement?
Man, it's hard to hear for any wrestler, but we've been Hate Brother fans for God going like 2-3 years now.
Oh yeah,
So they're the tops in my opinion. They're the ones that are out there teaching these younger kids. So yeah, man, fast recovery. I hope you get well soon,
man,
man.
get well, brother. And who came out on top on that one, Bobby Chaotic? It was
Axel
Lee, right? Yeah, Axel Lee, man. That guy is just so awesome, man. I mean,
That sick power bomb, bro.
yes, that sit down power bomb he does is just
Yeah.
so sick, and I mean the guy is so athletic, and like I've said in previous podcasts, that, I'm not knocking his weight or anything, but he's a little hefty guy, but man, he moves like he's like 120 pounds, man. It's amazing the way he moves.
Impressive. Very
Very
impressive.
impressive, very impressive. So let us go to the next match, Bobby Chaotic.
Well, before we go to the next match,
Oh, is this where we? Oh, speaking of real quick before I was thinking about this real quick before you announced that. I was saying about King Dragon. I know Bobby Chaotic in the last podcast that we recorded for this episode. She had mentioned that there sure is a lot of kings. There's King Dragon, there's King Dravok, there's King Nahum, there's King Midas. I was hoping
the only king is Chaos.
Please. Anyway, I was
and there's a lot of princes too.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah.
Prince of
Yeah.
Marty Snow, the Prince of Strong Style, Prince Dastan. There's a lot of royalty.
Stefan Prince.
Stefan, but he's not a prince. That's his last name. Stefan Prince, not a prince. He's not Prince Stefan Prince.
Why not?
Hey,
what
well,
makes him not one?
Because
you said?
No, because his last name is just Prince. It's not Prince Stefan Prince. It's not his. Forget it. Jesus. No, but I was gonna say if they ever make like a tag team, they should make like a stable called the King's Court, in which they're all kings. I think that would be awesome. I would love that. I'd love to see that.
Mm-mm.
Yes. So, anyways, that is enough of my rant, my banter.
Speaking of your kings,
Yes.
King Nahum. He comes out and cuts a promo.
Yes.
Shut up and listen.
That's right. Bow down.
So desperate to be led.
And
Very-
he is not happy with the crowd. The crowd doesn't respect him.
They were very
and
rude. How dare they?
I
That's
know.
royalty in the ring, and these people they do not know how to
He
act.
just comes out and expects it.
Yeah, because he's a king.
He didn't do anything to earn it.
Professor, back me up on this.
I mean, being the king of Nahum of PWL, people should feel blessed to be in his
Thank you.
presence.
Mm-mm.
Yes, he owns. Didn't you see the list that we were sent from PWL management?
The only thing I remember is he has something in Fabens and 9
He
girlfriends.
has much land that he inherited, which I got to have to interview him. He inherited land in Fabens, which is probably acres and acres of beautiful land.
Mhm.
Also, he has 9 girlfriends.
and a
Yeah.
wife.
And a wife. That's right. I wonder who does what. We need to ask him one of these days. I was going to interview him after that show, but he was with the Queen, so I did not want to bother him. They said they're doing family stuff. I did not want to bother him. I respect that. I respect their family time. So hopefully, I'll get him one of these days, one-on-one. It was awesome.
Whatever. Well, then Odyssey comes out.
Shouts out to you, my boy Odyssey. I love you.
Listen, beware. King, not own. You talk about chasing legacy, but I don't think you can do it by yourself.
And he
I second
has
that.
a proposition for King Nahum.
Very interesting proposition. What were your thoughts on that, Bobby Chaotic?
I think Odyssey's lost his mind. But I should have known. I should have known.
I think that is an awesome get for him. If before I jump the gun, this is before anything happened. But I think
Odyssey says that he is already a king, but he can make him a star.
that was awesome. That was so.
So all I'm telling you is, royalty is right over here with me. You're a king, I can make you a star.
Cool. And then in the first time we recorded this, I asked Odyssey, "What's the difference between a star and a king?" And he just says that a star is just like astronomical. And I was like, "Wow, the guy makes a point."
And so he asked for King Nahum to join his family, and King Nahum pushes him.
Yes, there's no name for them. What did you think about that, Professor?
Well, first of all, Odyssey did it the right way. He acknowledged that he was a king,
Very
like we all
good.
should.
Yes, that is very
Uh,
true.
but a king is gonna have an attitude. He's gonna know he has the power.
That's true.
So I mean, he might come off aggressive, but Odyssey might have gotten off pretty light that night if you think about
I
it.
agree. I agree. All you got was a light shove, which I mean, I was like, oh no, something's gonna happen. But then Odyssey at the same time, he's got some pull there at PWL. So I don't want to say what kind of what could have happened to King Nahum. I mean, I don't know, but I
Right.
mean, thank God we didn't find out. It was just a shove, and Odyssey's
The
all right.
same thing that happened to D-Rex.
We will get back to that later, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about the D-Rex situation. If you noticed, we talked about this in past podcasts. D-Rex fell.
And I'm still talking about it.
D-Rex fell, and
Yeah.
luckily the Sun and Death Syndicate was there, and because of that, they had to be disbanded, which was very disappointing. But anyways, that was that whole promo.
I'm gonna disband you in a minute.
Gee, thanks. How dare you?
Okay, 5th match of the night. Referee Chris.
All right, yeah, Candy Powers.
Marty Snow versus John Gallo.
Man, this was one that really. I remember this one because, as a matter of fact, it was cool because Albert comes up to me. He tells me, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Marty wants to know if you can film his GoPro because Beast Boy's not here." And I was like, "Oh, sure, man, that'd be super cool. Can't wait." Yeah, I was holding my camera in one hand. Here comes Marty, and he gives me, "Hey, man, can you do this for me?" Yeah, I got you. So I'm holding two cameras at the same time, which is really cool. So I had to give Bobby Chaotic my camera, and I was ringside with Marty. And one thing about Marty's really cool because like he pretty much posted everything I recorded. But the only thing where I messed up because I was so excited, I was yelling for Marty. You can remember in the video, like, "Get him, Marty, get him!" I'm yelling and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Sorry I did that." But it was exciting. It was really cool of him. Well, what did you think of this one, Bobby Chaotic?
I was torn once again. I was looking forward to this match, but so torn. So torn.
Why is that?
Because I'm a fan of both of them.
That is true. Yes. Arthur, your thoughts on this one?
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of WWE right now, but
Okay.
it did give me the Oba Brock Lesnar vibes because
Oh yeah, dude,
you
that's a
know,
good comparison. That is.
right? You got
Yeah.
the young lion coming to fight the veteran lion in there, and yeah, man, it was hard to watch, but it was also great to watch at
It
the
was
same
so
time.
good because I mean,
Yeah,
John Gallo's a John Gallo. I'm still calling him John Gallo. John Gallo
yeah,
is just a beast, man. The way he is
yeah,
right
man.
now,
The
but Marty
power
was
slam.
giving it to him, man. Marty was giving it to
Yeah,
him, and what I've noticed about John Gallo, it kind of reminds me. God, I'm trying to remember which wrestler it was, man. Where like they were kind of indestructible in the beginning, and little by little, man, they start chopping away at the dude. They start finding like kind of like there's chinks in the armor, and
right,
they're like you're seeing these guys. You're like, wow, man, this guy's not as immortal as we thought he was, and but he's so good though, man. Like he comes back and raw, like he's just an amazing athlete. Both, I mean, I give credit to both of them. I wish Marty would have won. Me, I'm a bastard fan for life, but unfortunately, he came up short. But one thing I did like at the end, which was like it was kind of heart, not I guess yeah, I guess bittersweet and heartbreaking at the same time, is that passing of the torch kind of thing. Marty, extends his hand and gives him the belt, and I thought that was classy on Marty's behalf.
And then Marty put a post out on
Oh
Instagram
yeah, that one sucked.
taking over John Gallo now taking care of PWL.
Yeah, and then he mentioned that something I gave all that I could give. He mentioned something like that, which was very interesting. But yeah, I mean, hey man, you got May 1st, and I believe and May 15th. You got two more shows, ladies and gentlemen, to catch the pillars. Three original pillars of PWL. So make sure you get out there and support these guys, man. It's gonna be I think it's that the collateral damage show is gonna be emotional. It's gonna be bittersweet. It's gonna be exciting because it's like passing of the torch. You're these guys are now on their way out, but yet we're able and we're blessed to see new stars come in. Which should be interesting to see. We're actually gonna be to the point where the professor's at. The professor was there from the beginning with PWL. He saw these guys come up. Now we get the opportunity to see other stars, come up, and we can say, 2, 3, 4 years from now, like, hey, man, Henry, we saw him come up. Hey, Ricky, we saw Ramon,
JDP.
JDP, Randall, Nahum, all these new guys coming in. Wow, man, we saw them from the beginning, and we could say like, yeah, man, we saw freaking Randall when he was just thrusting, and maybe he has a new character. We saw Henry when he was a referee. We saw Ricky when he was some basketball thing where he laughs his ass off at that character, right, Professor?
Dude, I'm with him with that shit. I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it, man.
That was hilarious, man. But yeah, I can't
Yeah.
wait for that. But yeah, unfortunately, Marty lost. But it was great match. I loved it. And uh, shout big props and shouts out to John Gallo, man. He's our boy, man. He's always been cool with the podcast. I love that guy. He's so cool.
Yeah, I love the passion.
Yes, exactly.
The last match of the evening
Yes.
was our main event with Ref Sophia,
All right.
our head ref.
Yes,
Sophia.
head ref. Okay.
And then we have the PWL gold medal on a pole match.
Ooh, this was interesting because it was a 5-way, right?
Yeah.
It was, right?
And we have Ramon Romantico
Nice.
versus Nolan Knight.
Nice. A previous gold medal winner.
Versus King Dravok.
Yes.
Versus
Dravok.
Vaquero Star.
Damn. Whew.
Versus Falco.
You like my new sound effect? Let me see if I can do that. Oh, it does come out cool. I like that. All right. Hear that, Professor?
Yeah, good.
All
do it again.
I'll do it again. What? Who was the last one? Bobby Chaotic?
Falco.
There you go.
God.
Somehow he heard it.
Our budget is getting better, ladies and gentlemen. You can see.
And speaking, before we get to the match, my new shirt, is from Ramon Romantico.
Yeah, we got those last night. Yeah, man. Ramon's such a cool kid, man. I love that guy. They were selling some merch yesterday, which was really cool. It was him, Carnage, Amber Blaze was selling merch. That was cool. That was really cool to see him out there selling that merch out there. So if you see him out there, man, hey, buy a shirt, man. Buy a sticker, support these kids. And back to the show. Yeah, I see that. Very professional. Let's go with the professor on this one. What were your thoughts on this this gold medal one? As I like to say that I told C's before, and he's confirmed that it's not true, but I've always said that gold medal has chocolate in it. It looks delicious, ladies and gentlemen.
It does.
Professor, what did you think?
We all were excited about this match. We were talking about it. Going into it, I kind of felt that the veteran Vaquero had like the upper hand.
Yes.
But you gotta love
I thought so too.
all the high spots of the match. I mean, it met expectations and went beyond, man.
Oh yeah, it did. It was a very, very good match. Bobby Chaotic, what were your thoughts on this one?
Loved the match. It was so intense. You had people flying everywhere, jumping out of rings, cutting through boards. It was just
that's
crazy.
right. That's right.
Crazy.
One wrestler that really stood out to me. I mean, all of them did obviously because it was just great talent all around. But one that really stepped up his arsenal was Dravok.
Mm-hmm.
That dude, man, I was very impressed with him. And like I said,
see what happens when he gets away from the Teletubbies and the tamales. This is what happens.
Oh, when he's by himself.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
He needs to get away from the Teletubbies and now the tamales, and he's golden.
He is a product of the Odyssey School, ma'am. Just to let you know. Odyssey
he's
makes
a product of his environment, which is Asatijo and.
Yeah, we had to. It wasn't
Tiger
by choice,
Man.
ma'am. It wasn't by choice. But yeah,
sure hope
Dravok with doing adding some aerials to his arsenal, which was very impressive. I was impressed by that. I liked it. What you think about that, Professor?
Yeah, man. All these kids throwing out like new moves that they've probably been wanting to try, and what better match, man? But yeah, man, King Dravok, he even took that table spot and everything.
It was like a Macaulay driver into the board. That
Odyssey,
man. That's just making sure all the wrestlers were okay because he was trying to hold it up, trying to move it out of the corner, making sure nobody got hurt. But unfortunately, like he couldn't pull it out fast enough, and that's when Dravok got hit.
Right. Like I've always said, Odyssey is a godsend, man.
There he
You
is,
gotta
man. I'm so
appreciate.
he's concerned for the safety of the wrestlers around the ring when he's out there. Carries an aluminum bat to battle off these ridiculous drunk fans. Because as a matter of fact,
Right.
I'm gonna bring this up real quick. Ricky Chase
Yeah.
was gonna throw down yesterday at Lucha City with some old man. That old man was
Yeah.
just drunk out of his mind. The talking schmack. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, they tell you in the beginning. I mean, I don't know. They don't do it at Lucha City, but they do at PWL. Don't touch the wrestlers. Simple as that.
Right.
Don't, and especially don't try to pretend you're cocked back and you're gonna punch the dudes. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. Have some class. Act like you've been there before. Sorry, that was just not that was a what do you call public service announcement from the PWL podcast 915
Yeah.
from me, BC Dan.
Yeah. Because if you do anything, you get your ass beat, man.
Exactly. I agree.
They had security on them right away.
Exactly. I was very impressed by that. Thank you, Danielle, and thank you, Ref Sophia stepping in. That's good for her.
Yeah.
She stepped in there and
She don't put up with no
take
shit.
no shit. Exactly. Good for her, man. I was very proud of her for that. Good for you, Sophia. Anyways, Bobby Chiatic, I mean, what did you think about just at the ending of this? Where I thought Vaquero Star was gonna win. Because he's the veteran. I'm thinking, okay, here's his shot. I think it's time for him to get another PWL title shot.
And so he's going up. We think he's gonna take it, and then King Nahum jumps in. And leaves me speechless because he does something to Vaquero, and now Falco wins. And
He leaves you speechless because he's a king. His aura,
no,
way here,
no,
right,
no.
Professor.
Let
Oh,
me
yeah.
clarify that. It's not because he's no damn king. It's because he stepped in for Falco, which anybody should have and could have. And I'll respect him for that and that only
All
for
right.
Falco.
Very good. Yeah. Oh yeah, because Falco came out and hugged Bobby Chaotic. So she's a Falco mark, and it was hilarious because Odyssey tells her, "Why don't you make him a sandwich?" And she's like, "Yes, I will."
For Falco, I will.
I will. The poor professor's still waiting for his 2 sandwiches, ma'am. Right, Professor. Where are your sandwiches?
I'm hoping by mid-July, at least.
Maybe
At
by
least.
Wild and Free at the Wild and Free
Yeah.
show, just for
For
like
my
as a
birthday.
picnic or something. Maybe something like that's that effect. I thought, like I said, I was saying I thought Vaquero was gonna win.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was like, I think it was a good swerve, man. I think Falco, getting his title shot. I think it's a bold move. It's a bold move because the kids knew, but at the same time, they see something in this kid, and as do I. I think he's very talented. Him and the battles him and John Gallo had in the beginning were just amazing. He's a very good wrestler. I like that kid. I think it was a good move. I think it was a good move to give him the gold medal. One of the other spots I remember is I think Nolan was on top, and Nolan's about to get the medal. I'm like, wow, man. I mean, I like Nolan. I think it would have been kind of cool to see a 2-time gold medal, like winner. But maybe next time, I don't know. But he's up on the corner, and Ramon I think comes from behind, or was it the opposite way, Professor? I can't remember. I'm kind of cloudy on that one. Somebody hit somebody in the net.
Ramon hits
Uh,
Nolan.
It's Nolan,
Yeah.
right? And yeah,
Mhm.
Nolan was like, and I was like, oh man, poor Nolan, that's gonna leave a mark, man. And it just looked vicious, man. Damn,
Nolan always gets it. No, Nolan always gets assaulted in that way,
he
man.
does, man. It's like
And
it's
always by Ramon.
it's either by crotch or a
and
crotch
Gimo.
shot
Or they're kissing or something.
something to that effect, man. But yeah,
Professional wrestling.
but I thought it was a good match, like I said. And Falco comes out on top, and King Nahum raises his hand, and now we have the Odyssey family. They don't have a name yet. I had asked him in the previous recording of this episode, and he said he doesn't have anything yet. But hopefully, me and the professor can come up with something, and maybe he'll like it. Odyssey family. I mean, I don't know what to call him yet. Professor, anything in mind off the top of your head?
I kind of want to go with something royalty, but we got to play with it a little, man.
Yeah, Odyssey's Court or something like that, or the King's
Yeah,
Court or something to that effect. That'd be kind of cool. I love that, and I'll make a T-shirt immediately.
yeah.
Anyways, let's see. Overall, probably let's close this segment out. What did you think about the whole card that night?
It was a great card. It was a great way to end the show before the guys went off to WrestleMania
Yeah.
in Las Vegas.
Yes, that was cool.
So it was a great way to end the show.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It was a good one. What did you think about that, Professor?
Yeah, man, I agree. Solid matches, solid show. Didn't go in there with much like hype for it. I didn't know
Yeah.
what we were gonna get, and they blew it out of the water,
Blows it
man.
out of the
Props.
water. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Same thing with me. I thought I give it a solid. I give it a solid 9. Like, it was a very fun match. It was cool to see. Uh, I can't wait for this the Heat Wave to come May 1st. Make sure you get out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be good. So far, we have they announced already one match, right, Professor? I believe.
Uh,
I think it's a
I'm not.
it's a tag team match. It's JD. What's his name? Jay Nebula and John Gallo. You didn't see
Okay.
it? Look it up. Look it up real quick. It's on the Pro Wrestling Legacy Instagram. I know it's John Gallo and Jay Nebula against. God, I can't get it on top of my head. Press. There you go. Oh, King Nahum and
King Nahum and Falco
Falco.
versus with Odyssey
Yes.
versus John Gallo and Jay Nebula.
Yes, I can't. That's gonna be cool. I can't wait for that. That is so cool. Cause I like Jay Nebula. He's a good kid, man. He's very athletic too. He's a kick ass drop kick, man. I love it. So I can't
It's
wait.
his turn. Yeah, it's his turn to shine a little.
And also, I can't wait to see King Nahum and him step in the ring again, man. They're two towers right there, man. That's gonna be so cool. Can't wait for that. But make sure you get out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And then we had a jobber's delight, just real quick, just off the topic. Oh, I'm sorry, Professor. What did you think about the card? My apologies. What did you think about the entire card that night? Oh, you said it right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
give
My
it a
bad. My
solid,
bad.
solid.
Okay, my
Yeah,
apologies. Yeah,
yeah.
we had a jobber's delight, and we had talked to C's, and then one cool thing is that they're gonna try to get a women's championship belt soon. So I know like the talent's kind of thin, here in El Paso and Juarez, but they're getting people like there's like some women out there in Albuquerque, some in Phoenix, out in Arizona and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see that. I can't wait for that.
Well, let me just say, Pilar, we miss you. We hope you're recovering well.
Yes, yes.
And that little firecracker from last night was
Oh,
pretty
Calientita.
amazing.
Yeah, Bobby Chiari
I
became a
liked
big
her.
fan right away. So hopefully she'll be in the title picture, a title hunt for
They
that
were
women's
calling
title.
her what is that word in Spanish? Picosa?
Picosita or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah, Bobby Chiari impressed. That was cool.
She was awesome.
I liked her. She was cool. She was cool. And then Johnny was the only one. You calientita. He's like one yelling. I'm like, Johnny, calm down. What's wrong with you? What'd you think, Professor? What do you think about that little calientita girl?
Yeah, man. It's always good to see good talent, man. New talent. Her and Jimo.
Yeah,
Great.
clicked. Man,
Great.
that dude is just
Yeah.
that dude clicks with anybody. I love Gmo, man. That dude is just you put him with anybody, man, and he like instantly just like clicks with those people, man. It's so
Yeah.
awesome to see.
He's the standard, man.
Yeah, he's the standard. Can't wait to see
Yeah.
if there's a women's tournament, I want to see like a Laura Jet come back. She was cool. I liked her.
Yeah.
Calentita would be cool. Alyssa would be cool. Of course our girls, Amber Blaze and Pilar, of course, for sure. Maybe hopefully we get somebody else coming in from Arizona, some new faces we can see. But yeah. Anything else? Anything else you want to talk about there, Bobby Chiari?
Nope.
Professor, anything else you want to bring up after the third time we're recording this, which I'm hoping everything comes out.
Oh man, I don't want to jinx it. I think we got it all
I
in.
think so too, dude. This looks good. The desktop looks great. We have a screen right here. I got to buy a computer screen so I can see the professor clearly, which I think I got to move more to the middle because like I catch myself like looking over here to the left instead of looking straight. So that'll be on the next one, ladies and gentlemen. We're just testing this out, but hopefully it looks so far so good. So thank God. We're gonna have to do this again next Saturday for the actual heat wave again. So hopefully that one, if this one comes out great, which I will post tomorrow, we're in the clear for a couple years. I think. I hope. Because it's a
Yeah.
brand new computer. It only took 9 months, ladies and gentlemen. 9 months of different cameras and laptops and PCs and all sorts of stuff. So hopefully we could get a couple more street interviews. I'm going to try to shoot for on Friday. See who we
Right.
can get out there. It's always a lot of fun to do those with the guys and the gals out there at the Borderplex. Anything else, Professor? Anything you like to plug, Professor?
Oh no, man. Just May 1st, like you said, get out there. Let's see what happens with the money line.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that, ladies. So that's one match right there. We have 2 matches ready for Heat Wave, so can't wait. So gonna close it out. Finally, episode 24. Third time's a charm, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully. So the PWL podcast 915. Everything we do.
It's just too sweet.
That boy, Professor, and we're out.